Hello, this is Steven. You are watching Limitless Club, so make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications because Apple has some big news today. Hitting 3 trillion in market cap value at the stock exchange Friday. So this is a huge deal, guys. If I got the dates wrong, please let me know below. But I'm pretty sure I'm right, and we will read the article right now because I don't want to waste any time with this. Apple has been a trillion dollar company for a very long time. So it's very, very easy to assume that Apple will eventually lead the market in the $3 trillion range. It hit a trillion a while ago, guys, a while ago. So it's no surprise. So I'm guessing Apple is already at 2 trillion in market cap. And now it's at 3 trillion. And I think it has something to do with a certain device that I may have certainly reviewed. You guys know what I'm talking about? Maybe this article will show us. All right, so let's see. Apple market value breaches 3 trillion market again. So it's happened before, I guess. See, I was already trying to get over the trillion. All right. So June 30th, Apple Inc. market capitalization on Friday breached the 3 trillion mark for the first time since January of last year. So this happened last year. All right. I'm surprised it didn't happen in 2021 either, but yeah, last year was a good year. For, I think not really, but for tech, Apple's always coming out with new products, guys. So it's not surprising that Apple would be okay in 2022, especially after the situation where a lot of companies had to downsize because people weren't buying as much. The economy got kind of bad in 2022, and this situation with the lockdowns and all that, so people weren't as crazy to shop unless you're an Apple fan. So they will find a way to get the apples, guys. It's no surprise that Apple's in this situation. So the $3 trillion mark for the first time since January last year, as investors bet on the iPhone's maker's ability to grow revenue even as it explores new markets such as virtual reality. So virtual reality, as you know, Apple has made the product that I mentioned that I didn't mention, which is the Vision Pro, which I think that could alone be in the billions of dollars market cap just for that item. Now, people aren't the happiest about it in certain areas when it comes to the device doesn't really properly have the ability to really share it with other people. So that's the issue. It's really more of a standalone, like you wear it by yourself, which I'm fine with, but it's probably harder to maybe play games or do this, have a conversation with people with this big thing on your head. So I saw it from the very beginning as more of you're in your house by yourself, or you use it by yourself, right? Or you just need like to, people go away to talk on their phone. You just have this big thing on. Like if you ever have this big thing on my head, this Vision Pro, I can't expect anybody to think that I'm trying to talk to anybody, right? And hopefully it won't be one of those things that kind of like headphones used to be, earphones. Like, oh, if I have these on, that means I'm not talking to anybody. I'm listening to music. Either I'm not listening to music, don't want to hear. See no evil, speak no evil. That type of thing. So that could be an issue for social. People have problems in a social world, and they get kind of stuck in their virtual reality world. Shares of Apple, which is also the world's most valuable listed company, were up 1.6% at 192.6 after touching a record high of 193.15 during the day. They have jumped early 46% this year, and the current price, the company's market value stands at around 0.02 trillion. All right, so Apple's market value briefly peaked at above 3 trillion in intraday trading on January 30th, 2022, before closing the session just below the market. The company's less than expected fall in sales in its most recent quarterly report has highlighted the tech giant's relentlessly in a certain economy, making it an investor's favorite. So Apple is navigating the micro slowdown and inflationary pressure on consumer spending by consistently gaining share from Android phones, Citigroup analyst Atif Malik said. The gains in Apple shares come as technology stocks rebound on bets that the Federal Reserve may be slowing its pace of interest rates hikes, as well as on the buzz around artificial intelligence. So that's good news for Apple if the Federal Reserve is still slowing its pace for the interest rates hikes. So it allows probably Apple to gain more profits while not. If Apple does have a lot of loans out as a business, the rates will go up slowly. Now the question is these rates only for businesses like Apple, or is it for the everyday average Joe? If the Federal Reserve is slowing rates down for any business owner, then that's good news for the economy. But the question is, how long will it take for the rates to actually get to a point where Apple has to start, moving some stuff around, and this other small business owners will also have to be, restructuring because of the interest rates going up, and it will affect the business profits, right? In a way, because the more loans you have to pay back, the harder it is to, keep those profits. Makes sense, right? If you have lower interest rates, if it starts going down, businesses do better, I'm guessing. Kind of like how taxes work in a way. Only this is a loan, so the companies chose to get the loan, but because interest is so high, it's just more risk for the company, right? Apple's 12-month forward price to earnings multiple PE, a common benchmark for value stocks, is 29.46, well above the sector median of 13.14, according to Refinitiv data. All right. So Microsoft's PE ratio is 30.59, while that of Amazon and Alphabet is 61.47 and 20.54 respectively. Currently, four other U.S. companies have a valuation of more than 1 trillion. Alphabet and Google. So Alphabet is at 1 trillion, which is not surprising for Google. Amazon Inc. Amazon Nvidia. I can never pronounce that anyway. I know what they are though. They're pretty big. And Microsoft Corp, which is close second with the market value of 2.49 trillion. So this is insane. These people are huge. These groups. Shares of Tesla and Meta platforms, which is, I'm guessing, Facebook, have more than doubled this year, while a near 180% gain in shares of NVIDIA has catapulted the chip maker into the trillion-dollar club. So we have all these trillion-dollar companies coming down now. I think it was 5, 6, 7 years ago. Apple's just barely at it, right? It feels like Apple wasn't at a trillion that long, and you see all these other companies following Apple, I guess. Because I'm pretty sure Apple is one of the first tech companies, if not the first that hit a trillion. But I could be wrong, guys. So comment below if you think I'm wrong. But that's just my guess based on what I heard. Because I've never heard of any trillion-dollar company existing until Apple, at least at the very least in the tech world. Now, if it's a bank, then it's like, it's just a bank. But so that's pretty cool. That's the end of the article. And let's see. So if you guys like that, like, subscribe, share. And what is this video, guys? I might have to play it, but it looks like it's more of a, yeah, so it kind of showing the news of Apple and $3 trillion mark, iPhone 14 Pro Max, people are going to, and you see also, yeah, the Vision Pro right there. So I think this Vision Pro could take Apple up if they can figure out how to make it the Apple smaller, like the Apple Vision Pro smaller, and the iPhone stronger, and kind of have better features like they would with the Android. So, yeah. So yeah, like, subscribe, share, hit that bell for notifications, and we will be back soon with more news from Apple and all the other big companies. The tech companies guys are killing it. So I talk about tech a lot, which is why I might make a new channel or segments or episodes. I haven't figured it out yet, but I think I might make a separate channel just for tech. But when it comes to anything related to market cap, trillion dollar companies, I will most likely be talking about it here on Limitless Club, guys. So remember, like, subscribe, share, hit the bell for notifications, and I will be back soon. See you.